Howdy ho, Stampers, Deb Valder, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here, and today I'm going to show you how to use the Scalloped Tag Topper Punch. It's found in the 2014 Occasions Mini Catalog, and it's just a really versatile punch to use, other than using it as a punch for tags. This is one of the cards I'm going to show you, but stay with me because I'm going to show you a lot of different cute, adorable things that you can do with it. And let's get started. These are both the same. I just did them in different colors and added a few different embellishments, but I'll show you all of them in just a second. Alright, so this is the card that we're going to be working on. I'm going to start with a piece of cardstock that is 5.5 by 8.5, and you'll notice that there's no score marks on it. But what I did do was I put a little tick mark right here, and that's at the 1 inch. So I went from here to here, and I put a tick mark that is 1 inch. And then what I did was I just flipped it over. I just took it and I flipped it over, and I put a tick mark at the 1 inch spot right over here. So they're on opposite ends and on they're on opposite ends but different sides. So here's my tick mark here and my tick mark here. You want them to be even, so that's why we want to do them on opposite ends. You see, I'm just trying to show you just so that you know that they are on opposite ends, but do not fold anything yet. Alright, the next thing that we're going to do is take the tag topper punch, and this is made so that you can fit in a 2-inch piece of cardstock and just do a tag. But for this, what we're going to do is we're going to slide it in, and we're going to go all the way back till you can't push anymore. So you're going to just slide it in, go all the way back, and if you look on the back end of it, it does hit the back side of it. But it's easier just to kind of up and over and slide it all the way in. And remember, our little tick mark is right here going along with this gray piece right here. So my tick mark lines up with the side of the punch. And I'm just going to take and I'm going to punch. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Now, the reason we're doing that is because, first of all, our tick mark is there, and you want to make sure that they're exactly even. Okay, so I'm just going to take and I'm going to line this tick mark up with that, and I'm going to punch. Now, your card should look like this so far. Again, there's no score marks or cut marks. But now what we're going to do is we're going to take our cutter, and this is a very important piece also of our card. All right, this is our latest cutter, and it's just an amazing piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cutter, and there's a gully right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this end right here, and I'm going to line those pieces up with the gully inside my cutter. So as soon as I get it over there, I'm going to take my cutter and I'm going to just put it right in here, and I'm going to make sure by pushing this over to make sure it's all the way into the gutter. Okay? And then what you do is you just cut. Now lift it up. I always lift it up with my thumb, and then put it down in the other gutter, or the other little notch, and cut this way. Before you lift it up, we're going to take and we're going to score it. So be very mindful of what is scoring and what is cutting. So I'm just cutting, or scoring right here. So now I've cut off this piece, and I've scored this one. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to take and you're going to turn your card, and you're going to line up this right here, not this, but this edge right here with the 4 1/4 inch mark. And that's exactly the size of a normal card, 4 1/4 by 5.5. So this piece right here is 4 1/4 by 5.5. So I'm just going to take it, I'm going to run my score mark. Now, be very mindful of what I'm going to do next. I'm going to do the same thing on this side as far as cutting these two, but I am not going to score this one. So I'm just going to line this up with my little gully. I'm going to find the, oh, there it is. Okay, I'm going to find the gully. There it is. And I'm going to cut up, I'm going to lift it up, I'm going to come down and find the other one, and cut down. And I'm just going to remove these two pieces. Now I have my cardstock cut and scored. We're almost done. The next thing that you're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to fold over this piece right here. This is the side that does not have any score marks on it. So we're just going to take and we're going to just fold this over, and we're going to fold this in. All right, almost done. Now what we need to do is to take and put an inside piece in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this piece of cardstock, and I just used a 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece of cardstock. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive onto it, and that's going to be the inside of my card. Okay, so there's that piece. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to decorate this over here. So I took just a piece of cardstock, and you can hop on over to my blog for all of the measurements, the exact measurements. I'll give you these over on my blog. But we're going to put our piece of decorative paper right there, and then we're going to add our stamped image, and I did this with the spiral spins. Again, all of the stamps, all of the measurements, everything will be over onto my blog. So here is the top, and then to use your closure, we're going to take and we're just going to thread a piece of ribbon through it and tie it in a pretty bow. And there is our card. Now let me just show you a bunch of different things using the same method with different projects. All right, the bow I think is going to be the hardest part here. All right, so there's my bow. Voila. Okay, so there's my card, and that's this one right here. Let me show you the other one that I just did. This is the same one, except that I added from my little rotary stamp, I added my little eyeglasses down here. And for this one, I took a piece of ribbon, and you'll see that I threaded it through the bottom, and it goes around the back and through the top, and I just tied it that way. So that one's pretty much the same, just a different ribbon type. Then what I did a long time ago, I think in December, I made these cute little adorable candy holders. This is just a punch where I punch this side and then this side, and then just put a few score marks on and a piece of candy inside it. And then I thought this would be really cute either for Easter or for a baby shower. You could do it in pink or blue, depending, yellow, green, whatever the little babies are going to, you know, if it's going to be a boy or a girl. Okay, so there's that, using our cute little stamp set there. And then another one that I did was this one right here. Now this one right here is a 11 by 4 1/4 inch piece of cardstock, and what I did was I pushed the punch up onto the bottom of it, and now I just have that decorative bottom with just one punch there, and it just lays flat onto the cardstock. So this started out 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2, push your punch up, and there you go. Now with this one, what I did was I added my score mark right here from my decorative designer board, and then I just cut this a little bit smaller so that it was a layered piece, and they just match. Wrapped my ribbon around it, and then on the inside, there we go. So there's that card. And then doing the same thing, only the opposite cut. This was a 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4, and then I just used my punch right here to get my decorative piece on here. And then I made my tag, which is what it's really supposed to be for. So there's my tag on the top. And so this piece is a 2-inch piece, and I used a 4-inch piece here. And then I just went down to 1 3/4 by 4, and then I punched it out and then cut it off. So that's what it's really for. That's what it's designed for, is just a tag. But we added this little tag embellishment on the side, and then when you open it up, it's got the decoration on the inside. Another card that I did was this one right here, and just going along that same line. This started out as 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 by 4 1/4, scored at 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4, and then I just did this 3 times. So I put my punch in the middle, I punched it out, and then I lifted it up, I turned it upside down, I lined it up, and then I punched this one, and then I punched this one, so it gives me the 3 decorative punches. I think I got a little carried away with the pearls, but you know me and pearls. And I thought this would be another cute little card for a baby shower or a new baby, depending on what colors you went with. And then last but not least, and I will be doing a video on this because I have something really cute on the inside. These two are, the back has a decorative punch and the front has a decorative punch. So I will make a video on this, but I just wanted to show you. This tag has the punch on both the top and the bottom. Did it the same way as I did my first tag, but when you open this one, on the inside, it's a gift card holder, and here's my gift card. And this little pocket was done with my envelope punch board. So you'll be seeing this card on another video. But for all of the embellishments, all of the stamp sets that I used, hop on over to my blog and I will give you all the details. Take care. I hope you enjoyed my post and have a great day. Thank you.